New Year is a time to look ahead. The Brexit deal I have negotiated gives us control over our borders, our money and our laws.
By ensuring that over the next few years we'll be bound by the rules of the EU but no longer be able to set them. And the only land border that we actually have with another country will have to be fully under the control of the European Union. And as for control over money, well, we just gave away £39 billion but will no longer have any say over how it's actually spent.
It is good for jobs.
And those jobs will be almost exclusively in the civil service because we budgeted for 18,000 civil service jobs. Not doctors, nurses or teachers. We don't need any of those. We need civil servants in the Brexit sector. But of course, if you're one of the 35,000 people who work in Nissan's supply chain in the northeast, because we're leaving the single market, you are completely fucked.
If Parliament backs the deal.
Ah yes, the deal that I was supposed to let Parliament vote on at the start of December, but I simply ran away.
Britain can turn a corner.
Yes, if we simply get on with Brexit and this deal passes through Parliament, then we'll be able to turn a corner into 2 years of negotiations during which there'll be absolute chaos, because the entire country will be at each other's throats, because nobody will like the way the negotiations are going, and we won't be able to get on with any of the things that we actually need to be getting on with, like the NHS, housing and education.
But we all want the best for our country.
Which is why I'm currently dragging the country into a Brexit that all of my economic experts are telling me will make the entire country poorer.
2019 can be the year we put our differences aside.
Because a deal that takes us both out of the EU and leaves us with less control over our country, thoroughly enraging both sides of this debate, is bound to make us all pull together as one.
As a globally trading nation.
Even though the deal that I'm trying to make us sign will mean that the other 27 countries of the EU will set the UK's trade policy forever.
Starting a new school, college or apprenticeship. Getting a job, starting a business, earning a pay rise. Buying a house, getting married or starting a family. And by agreeing a good Brexit deal, we can focus our energies on those things.
Which is wonderful because the vast majority of the people in the ages most likely to be doing those things, they voted against Brexit.
Our long-term plan for the NHS will put a record investment into our most precious public service.
Even though my party has chronically underfunded the NHS for the past 9 years, and the country will be poor because of Brexit, and the entire medical community is saying Brexit is bad for the NHS, don't worry, it will be just fine.